Hello Libra, this is Ashley. Let's get into your reading for the very last week of October. We're going to look at past, present, and future and just kind of get an idea of where you've been and where you're headed. As we kind of wrap up not only the Mercury retrograde that's been happening in your sign, but also Libra season, right? So you've had a big month, really, Libra. So this is not going to resonate for every Libra that watches. So if it does not, I recommend you check out your other placements. You can check the schedule down below to see when those come out. If it does resonate with you, Libra, I appreciate your comments, likes, subscribes. You can hit that notification bell so that you're aware of when I upload every week. We've had, 4 planets go direct: Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Mercury. We've also had a very strong Aries full moon that was opposing your sign, Libra. So there's been a lot going on for you in particular in the last little bit here. So let's see what's coming in for you as we finish up this month. What's going on for Libra the last week of October? We have the Four of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Fool, the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. The Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck we have the Lovers. So this is coming up a lot, this theme of relationship. I mean, that is a big part of what the sign of Libra is about. It's how we relate one-on-one to another person. Now, this can be a lover. This can also be a friendship, a work partner, just someone we collaborate with on a regular basis. And part of that retrograde was all about, looking to see where do we have balance and where do we not have balance in relationships, because the sign of Libra is all about the truth and balance. And when we don't always see the truth, a retrograde like Mercury in Libra is going to point it out for us, right? And so that has been a huge theme for the entire collective, but specifically for Libra, of course. So in the past position, we have the Four of Wands, the Hermit, and the Four of Cups. Now, it does look like there's been quite a bit of reflection on a potential union here. Something that maybe you weren't seeing, right? You can see that she's kind of turned away from this goose that's kind of sheltering her from the rain. Now, this can also show up as something that, you can see she's kind of almost pouting. The Four of Cups can tend to show us where we're feeling emotionally dissatisfied or just apathetic or even bored with something, because it's not really lighting our fire, right? And with the Sorcerer showing up as your oracle card, this talks about kind of seeing into the shadow side. So really all that means is just the things that we haven't been seeing, that we're not consciously aware of. And because we're not aware of them, they can have power to control a situation without us noticing. So with the Sorcerer here, this can be kind of like fear, mostly. how fear may have been holding us back and we didn't recognize that. So we're going to kind of see how that might have shown up for you here in this past position. Now I mentioned it as a union here because we have the Four of Wands and we also have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. But let's see how this showed up for you in the past. Here we have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. So some Taurus energy. And the Ace of Wands. With the Hermit, we have the Chariot. So we have some Virgo and some Cancer showing up here. And the Four of Cups. You can see in this depiction, it's kind of similar where he's kind of turned away and kind of pouting a little bit. Dissatisfied. And with the Four of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups and the Emperor. So this Sorcerer card showed up in one of the fire sign readings. This also happened for Gemini, and so I'm going to try and figure out which one it was and attach that to the end of this video if you are dealing with a fire sign, because I do feel like with the Emperor showing up here, which is Aries, could certainly have either fire in your chart, and that's how it's tying together, or perhaps you're even dealing with someone that has heavy fire placements in their chart. So, I feel like with the Four of Wands here, we have this Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like someone here, someone stable, someone that could even have been a committed relationship for you in the past. You know, it's kind of wanting to, you know, come forward with this Ace of Wands, something very passionate, and, you know, unite, celebrate with you. Now, I do feel like there's something about this offer that's just not, you know, very satisfying for you. And perhaps it's because it's a wand and not a cup. With wands, you know, there can be passion, but perhaps there's not the love that you've been looking for. We do have the Knight of Cups showing up here. And so it does feel like there's been a lot of reflection on this situation. And it feels like, you know how I talked about the shadow side with that Sorcerer? With the Chariot showing up here, we have the light and the dark Sphinx here. And that is what allows him to move forward. He's controlling his light and dark sides here using the wand that belongs to the Magician. And so it's simply with his intent. Now, he wouldn't be able to control this Chariot very well if he hadn't looked into light and dark here, right? And so I feel like this reflection period has served you in some way because you've recognized what it is that you do want. And I think you want a cup of love here. Now, I do feel like there is someone here showing up as the Emperor. That's Aries energy that is coming forward with this cup. And I don't know that you've seen this coming. So you could very well be dealing with two potential suitors or counterparts here. Take that as it resonates. Now, I do feel like in the fire sign reading, this Emperor and this King of Pentacles also showed up. And it felt like it was like the same person. It's just like this older, solid commitment, but is, you know, kind of unfeeling. You know, the Emperor can kind of be cold. He's definitely in charge. He's definitely got control of things. But he's not a super emotional guy, right? And I think that appears to be what you're seeking, some sort of emotional fulfillment when it comes to your relationships. And so we'll kind of see how these two play into what's happening here. So in the present moment, so the week of October 24th, we have the release card. So it does look like you're getting ready to release, and I want to say transform. You see those butterflies. They're kind of, it's like they're coming out of her chest. And she's kind of stuck in all these brambles here, these old thorny twigs. And so she's like releasing herself from something that has been, you know, keeping her stuck and perhaps in a pretty uncomfortable situation here. Now we do have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So there's a lot of, well, fives showing up here for sure, which is change. It's, with the Five of Pentacles, it can feel like rejection. It can feel like regret. With the Five of Cups, like a loss has taken place. With the Page of Pentacles, this could be you communicating that you are moving forward to something more emotionally fulfilling with that Queen of Cups. And in order to do so, you're having to cut out and reject a relationship from the past. So let's see how that's coming into play for you in the present moment. Like, there are a lot of similar cards here. In fact, I feel like I specifically spoke to, in one of the fire sign readings, the two buttercup flowers that are still left on her branch here that she's not really paying attention to. She's really focused on what's been lost here. And then the Fool card also showed up. And you can see that there is a buttercup flower on the tip of this alligator's tail, which is sort of asking her to, you know, take a risk. I believe it might have been Leo where that came into play. So we're definitely getting a lot of synchronicity between the signs. But, all right, let's see. Page of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. And the Eight of Pentacles, okay. With the Five of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. With the Five of Cups, we have the Four of Swords. And the Page of Wands. So it does feel like someone is coming in here to communicate with you that they do want to work on this union. They want to commit. They want to maintain the commitment that you have had, perhaps. Again, Taurus energy here. And in the same row as this King of Pentacles, which to me represents perhaps even a partner that you are married to, especially with the Hierophant showing up. This person's coming forward and making an offer to let's recommit. Let's work harder on this commitment. And I do feel like you're being faced with a choice here of letting this go and walking away, rejecting that offer, in order to heal from, you know, the pain, perhaps even the drama of the past with that Page of Wands showing up. Yeah. And there's been a lot of heartbreak in this situation. And again, I feel like it's very tied to it just being emotionally, you know, not great for you. So I think you are going to have to make that decision. It does feel like you are leaning in the direction of releasing this. And walking away. In the future position, we have this gatekeeper. And you can see he's holding this key. And so it does feel like there's something here where the key to unlocking something is perhaps it feels like it's in someone else's hands. This can also represent someone that is keeping secrets, or keeping the information that you need under lock and key, right? And we have the Fool, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. But I think what the gatekeeper encourages you to understand is that no one actually holds the key and keeps it from you. You have the ability to unlock this for yourself by going within, which I do feel like you have done with that Hermit energy. And I think what you're finding is that you have the key to have a new beginning, one that is emotionally fulfilling, one that you intuitively know you need to work towards here. So let's see what else we get. Now the Fool is more Aries energy, right? Can also be seen as Aquarius. Let's see. Yeah, putting an ending and starting anew. Taking a leap of faith towards, finding your dream come true here. So I do feel like you are making the choice to release this and start afresh for yourself. The Queen of Cups. We have the Strength card. So more Leo showing up here. And the Eight of Wands. So knowing deep down on an intuitive level that you have the power within yourself to move forward. With the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like on maybe even some level, even as you decide to move forward, you may still be like somewhere deep down kind of waiting to see if this person is going to continue to pursue you. And we have the Ten of Wands as well. I do feel like you're kind of deciding that even though this person, because we have the Page of Pentacles twice here, even though this person has come forward and says, I want to recommit, I want to work harder on this, I want us to learn something from the past and really put in the work to fix this, I feel like the burden has become too much. And with the Six of Cups there, that can be a soulmate from the past. But I feel like in this situation, it's talking about how it's okay to release the past. The Six of Cups can come up as a signifier that we need to let go of the past and move forward. And I think you've decided with that Seven of Pentacles that in this situation, the juice just isn't worth the squeeze. If that makes sense, it's like you've already put in all this work, you put in all this time, you've had all this heartbreak, this drama, and it's just become too much. You're way down, your back is broken from having dealt with this for as long as you have. So I do feel that you are moving forward and removing yourself from this dynamic. And I think on some intuitive level, you also recognize that it's possible for you to have love in the future with a soulmate that is not this hard, right? You can see in this Queen of Cups depiction, she's kind of cradling this seahorse. And seahorses mate for life. So it's almost like she's aware of the fact that she can find a soulmate here. She knows deep in her intuition that there is a satisfying, emotionally fulfilling relationship out there. She just has to have the strength to move forward and go find it. To go seeking her dream come true. So it's almost like this row is saying that you are the one that holds the key. Right? Well, that is what I'm seeing there, Libra. Hang in there. It does look like it's been challenging for some of you as we've been through these retrogrades. They've put us through the ringer, that's for sure. So I hope you'll join me for next week's reading. We'll be looking at November overall and just see what's coming in. And I do feel like there's going to be some shifts and some movement, which will be nice. As we'll have many more planets moving direct, and we'll be getting into eclipse season again towards the end of November. So there's going to be some more fated shifts coming in, be them positive or challenging. I'm interested to see how that comes into play. So I will see you next time, and best wishes. Bye.